You want to hear yourself? Ready? Say hi.
Hey.
Say, welcome to Congratulations. This is always one of the most important parts of doing the podcast, which is what shirt I'm going to wear. It gets so hot in the room because it's the only room. It's a very small room and it doesn't have air conditioning in it. When this house was built, I don't know. That's what they do, but I already wore this shirt like a few weeks ago, so I got to switch it up. On the podcast, I wore this shirt, so I'm going to figure out what shirt to wear, and this is how I do it. I just go with what I feel, man. These are it's way too hot. Those are sweaters. I wore that one recently. These are like the podcast shirts. I wore that one recently. Hold on. Oh, man. See, I could get away with wearing a long sleeve. Hold on. Ooh, you know what I haven't worn in a while? Is that one. That one's good, too. Ooh, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to wear this episode? I haven't done it in a long time. This is what I'm going to wear. My orange shirt that I talk about in the Netflix special Incorrigible. I haven't worn it in a long time. This is the one I'm going to wear because it's super breezy. You can practically see through it. So I'm going to wear this one for the podcast today. I should shout this girl out. I'll put the Instagram on the video. She sent me this and she's like, I'm a big fan of the podcast. She makes these and they're awesome. They're beige threads on Instagram and she's so good at them. And I wanted to wear it on my podcast and it's hot and the podcast room gets so hot and I can't wear it in the podcast, but I wanted to shout her out because she makes awesome sweaters, beige threads. I'll wear it on the podcast one day. So that's the shirt today. There you go. Nothing special, but very special. You know what I mean? It's all special. Okay, cool. That's good. All right, come on into my Congratulations studio. Check it out here. And check it out how honestly small it is. This is where the Congratulations show started. I didn't know if I was going to do I did not know if I was going to do a podcast longer than like 3 or 4 episodes. It very quickly became very popular, and we kind of filled this room out and made it a studio. And then I moved, and I did it in another house. I still had this house. I moved back into this house because we're going to build a house now. We're building a house now in a different city, and we are going to make the studio what we need. So right now we're back in the original studio, and this is it. Here, come on in. This is where it is. This is my desk. Obviously, you know this desk. It might be cool to see different angles of it, you guys, because I know you're always seeing it head on like this, but this is fucking it. This is where I sit. Kristen did all this stuff. Actually, I think we hired guys to do this, but she did the first version of this, and we put the curtains here. This is very simple, dude. We don't even have we put those sound things up to drown out the sound, and then have this bitch ass little thing here. Look at this, because people probably want to see behind it. Like, this is all we have here, and this holds the mic, and I swing it like this. I don't even know what's in these drawers. But the cool thing is, it's also where I do my Twitch. I set that up over here. You can look. This is where I do like the video games and the Twitch. Right here, we got the camera here. We got this camera here in the middle of the room. That's the camera that we use. I like just having a one camera setup because it's just me and it feels more personal. We outfitted this stuff with these light fucking things, I don't know. And it's really basic and really simple, man. But this is where we started doing it. This is where One Fire sits and Ivan Gets Rid of sits. My equipment is not fancy at all. Like, I got this Zoom to do the sound, and I got this stuff from the beginning, and we just kind of kept rolling with this. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know. We did upgrade some of this stuff, but not really, man. I mean, it's so lo-fi, but that's what we like, though. I don't, you know, it's cool to do other shows and have them be like high production value, but that's not what this is. I just like having it be personal, and I didn't even know I would like having it be personal at all because of when I started the podcast, I just thought I wanted to be silly, but I've definitely shared way more of my life than I thought I would want to with you guys. But I do want to. It's nice and cathartic. I feel like I need you. I don't know. It gets so hot in here. There's no vents in this room. I don't know how it was built. It's weird. It's in the side of a hill, this part. But we got this, and we just like load the air in before we shoot. And then we quickly close the door and we're like, let's go, because it gets so hot with the lights. And you know me, when I'm screaming, I'm like, my sweat's going and the energy and shit. Yeah. And this is where we keep Trash Talk. So when I come down, I open the computer, I have my notes on my phone, and I usually write down a few notes and stuff, things to talk about. And I know other guys who do podcasts, like funny podcasts or comedy podcasts, like they have bits and stuff that they do. And I genuinely, I don't know. I started the podcast as, I guess I'll do a podcast, because my stand-up was always like, to me, where my heart was. And now I do and so I never really gave it like a lot of thought. And it was always, to me it was like, this sounds cock, but like, it sounds like, to me, like, it was like the charm of the podcast. Like, I didn't know what I was going to say. There was no really structure at all. And so what I did was I would write down a few things, and like for this one, I only have, it says Liver King, Island Boys I want to talk about again, and then there's a TikTok challenge I want to talk about, and then there's a conversation that somebody came up and it says, you're skinny, because somebody called me skinny. And those are the only things that I have on this right now. So we're going to do the podcast, and hopefully I'll be able to flesh that out. But also things come to me as I'm doing it, and I like doing it that way. But I just, I don't know. I get like kind of a rush off of like, ooh, I don't even really have that many topics today. Let's see if I could fill an hour, fuck it. And then when I get going and I'm really in the zone, I'm like, fuck yeah. I think and that's how I know like the episode's going to be good, at least for me. That's the episodes I like. But like, I do, what do you call it? Before I took a break, I did this podcast. I don't think there was one cut in the podcast ever. And now, I think when I came back, I was like still getting into the rhythm of it. I cut a few things. First of all, I cut a few things for Patreon. Only the Patreon members. You can sign up for my Patreon, patreon.com/Chris D'Elia. You get more episodes. But yeah, now I think sometimes I cut stuff just because it gets fucking hot in here. I need to piss or something like that, but whatever. Anyway, so this is how we do it right here. And I just start and we just go. So you'll see a little of that. You guys good? Okay, cool. We'll go. Yeah. All right. Hey, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Congratulations. Lights out, and now I have a show at the Laugh Factory, so that's what I'm going to go do. That's it, yeah. Thanks for watching. That was kind of a behind the scenes of Congratulations, the podcast. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe so you get more videos like this. And make friends in the comments, right? Go ahead. Helps that algorithm, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Thanks, guys.